Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day, not Memorial Day, happy Labor Day weekend. How is everyone? Come on in and say hi. I'm just logging into my computer so I can see the comments. We are just going to do a quick, well, hopefully it'll be quick. I always say it's going to be quick and then it's never quick. Hi, Miss Lou. Thank you for hopping in. Hello, hello. How has your weekend been? How you doing? Did you enjoy your weekend? It was good. I did not do anything that I planned on doing. I planned on getting that room cleaned out and getting it ready to paint, and I did not do any of that. I just pretty much laid around and relaxed all weekend. Hi, Miss Dana. How are you? Thank you for hopping in. We're just gonna do some pumpkins tonight. I wanted to, I know I did those other pumpkins last week, but what I wanted to do tonight, I couldn't do because, I wanted to make a ghost out of a, party hat, and I had to go looking for the party hat today because I could not find the one I wanted from Dollar Tree. And then I decided to wait till next week to create it because I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I'm glad I went today to Hobby Lobby. They had their ribbons on sale, or they have their ribbons on sale this week for 40% off. But there's some fabrics I want to get to create the ghost. So I'm going to go back next, I'll have to go back like next Monday and get some fabric for the ghost. So I'll do the ghost next Monday. So I had to kind of think of what I had that I could throw together tonight. So I just, I'm going to do a pumpkin patch. Miss Lou. How did you do that? I have these big ovals. I found these on Amazon. So I've had these for a while. I don't remember why I purchased them. But they're it comes in a 10-piece oval craft wood ovals, and they're 7 inches. It looks like 7 by 4.3 are what these are. So, hello, say hi when you come on. Let me know you're here. Oh no. I hope you've gotten yourself bandaged up, and yes, you just relax and get that healed up. Get it healed up. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, so these are it says 80 millimeter. I don't know how many inches they are. I guess I could measure them. They look like they're about 3 inches. Oh, they don't? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so I think I got these off of Amazon as well. I think I bought one or the other of these and they weren't big enough for what I wanted them for. So I ended up, I think I bought these first and they weren't big enough. So then I found these. Yes, be very careful. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use, I only planned on doing 3 different pumpkins. So, but I wanted to do a big one. And we're going to use different textures. This is one of those orange colored placemats from the Dollar Tree that we normally use around Easter to make carrots out of. But I think I'm going to use it for texture for one of my pumpkins. So, I think I'm going to do that. And then I have this placemat from the Dollar Tree, and I think I'm going to use this as a just as a stencil on cardboard. And I'm going to use this piece of cardboard and I'm going to go ahead and cut it out so I'm not having to use the great big piece. And my blade came out of my thingy here. Well, I hope everybody had a great weekend for the holiday. Did you spend any time with family and have a cookout or anything? I'm going to lay that stencil to the side until I get this. Okay, there we go. So I have the smaller piece here. That sounds like fun. We started watching Yellowstone and then I guess my husband got tired of it. We stopped watching it for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm going to trace around this pumpkin and then I'm going to use this crayon shimmer metallic. It's in the color of candy corn. It's a real pretty orange. Thank you for scattering the buttons, Margaret. I'm just going to draw around this piece. This is going to be our main pumpkin. And I should have laid this out when I first got it home, because now it doesn't really lay straight. So after I get it, I'm going to use my painter's tape and just tape, and of course it's going to be dirty because it's just been laying around here. I'm just going to try to use small pieces and lay the edges down, just so hopefully when I go to paint it, it'll do what I want it to. I wanted to get that room cleaned out over this weekend, and I didn't do anything. I believe I mentioned last week that I had gotten a new CPAP machine, and ever since I've started using it, I've been really tired for some reason. Thank you for scattering the buttons, Miss Lou. I appreciate you. I went Saturday and picked up a small set of lockers so I can use it for storage in my craft area. But after I knew it needed to be cleaned real good, and there's a door that's kind of bent that I need to have fixed. But I didn't realize that the door doesn't open at all right now because of the bar that locks it is bent too. So hopefully I'll be able to get that working. I'm gonna come home from work tomorrow, I believe, and start cleaning out that room. So I'll probably end up skipping this next week on starting in my craft space, because I'll probably be trying to get that room done. So it'll probably be the week after next and the week after that I'm working in my craft space. Hopefully it won't take that long to do that room. I don't know. Okay, so hopefully this will work. I've got this down as flat as I can get it. And I'm just going to spray paint over the holes and everything. Thank you. It's from Dollar Tree. I'm just using it as a stencil though. I'm gonna spray paint the this orange. It's a real pretty. It's like a it has a shimmer in it, and of course I bought it on clearance, it looks like, and I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby, but the color is candy corn, and I really like this color. I probably should have painted, I should have probably painted the background white before I did this, so it would be a true cut. Yeah, Margaret. Hopefully this will work. And I'm also going to shut my fan off while I do this too. I don't know if you guys are, hopefully you'll be able to see me, see everything. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Yeah, I know. I'm going to stand up and make sure it looks like I hit everything. Now, I'm not gonna, I'll use the heat gun, but I'm not going to, I'm not gonna dry it until I get the stencil off of it, because I'm afraid it'll melt. See how pretty that color is? And if it's dark out here, I would have done this outside probably. If it was still daylight out. Thank you. I'm gonna dry it with the heat gun real quick, and then I'll cut out around the pumpkin. And I don't know why this piece of tape isn't wanting to come up. I do not want to grab it with my fingers because I don't want the paint all over me. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dry this. Now this, I probably should have sprayed it again, because in some spots it looks like there is some orange, but it looks like it's like mostly silver. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Well, it kind of doesn't. The orange is picking up on the camera though, isn't it? That's so pretty. Hey, Miss Christina, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out now. And I will probably do it in sections, because it actually might be easier to do it with the blade. Or not. Oh, come on. My computer kicked me all the way out. I don't know why it does that. It's so aggravating. Here I am. Thank you, Miss Lou. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I don't know why this is so hard to cut through. This is some pretty good cardboard. It's from the box that my bed frame came in. trying to do this quickly. If you're just now hopping on, or if you've just hopped on recently. Oh, thank you, Miss Shell. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you've had a great weekend. How's your auction go the other day? I wasn't able to stay on too long because my husband needed me to help him with something. This was not my plan to do tonight. I wanted to do a ghost, but I'm going to have to do that next Monday. Oh, yay, congratulations. I used this placemat from Dollar Tree as my stencil for this pumpkin. So I will save it to do other things. Do other things with it. And the I spray painted the cardboard with this. It's Krylon Shimmer Metallic Candy Corn. I love this orange color. And let's see here. I am, I went out looking at the Dollar Tree today. Well, no, I'm sorry, I'm fibbing. I looked online to see if any Dollar Trees around me have the 12.5-inch party hats. Yes! That's exciting. That's great news. I'm so glad that they got that figured out for you. But I wanted to make my ghost out of a party hat because when I make the craft, I will let you guys know who she is, but there's a crafter that I just recently found, and I can't remember her name, but her page name is something Crafty Confessions or something like that, and she makes a lot of her crafts with party hats. And they're so adorable. And her birthday is in September, and she's doing a challenge for people to make something out of a party hat and post it on her share page. And I don't know. Let me, I'd probably have to go out, and I'll just have all the information next Monday when I go to do the craft, and then that way if you guys want to follow her, you can. But she makes some adorable things out of party hats, and I wanted to Dollar Tree has a 12.5-inch party hat that I wanted to use, but none of the stores around me carry it. So, and when I looked online, the smallest amount that I can get through. Hi, Miss Cassie. I'm good. How are you? Yes, that's right, Michelle. It'll take a few days or a couple weeks probably. But the biggest hat I could find was at Party City, and it's like a maybe a 10.5, I think. And I'm going off my line here, so this pumpkin is going to be messed up. But when I go to Tennessee, here in a couple of months, I'm gonna have to stop at some Dollar Trees along the way to see if I can find those hats. Because what I was gonna say is, I went on their website, on Dollar Tree's website, and the lowest amount you could buy is $48, and that was $60. So I wasn't gonna do that. So I just ended up getting one at Party City for $4, and it's quite a bit smaller too than what I wanted. But I guess it'll have to work. But I hope it turns out really cute. Okay, I just have this one more little piece, and then we can start working on the next pumpkin. There we go. Here's this one. It's not perfect, but super cute. And it's just made out of a piece of trash. Hi, Miss Janelle. How are ya? I think I'm going to trim this top down. It's a little the scissors aren't that sharp. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so here's the first pumpkin. And then I'm not going to glue these together yet. I'm going to use this. Thank you. I'm going to use this placemat from Dollar Tree. That is, this color is usually out around Easter, because we tend to use this one to make carrots, but I'm going to use it for the pumpkin. For the pumpkin. And I'm gonna think what I'm going to do is glue it. I'm going to go ahead and glue these on here, and then I'll cut around them. So I'm just going to put plenty of hot glue on here. If you're just hopping on, I'm just doing a pumpkin patch with a lot of different textures. I think I'm going to do it one at a time. Thank you. And there's the first one. Michelle, are you going to be on tonight? Are you still on here? Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Let me know if this is your first time watching. Oh, that sounds good. It sounds good, but I typically don't eat breakfast really anymore. The grease upsets my stomach for some reason. But I used to love it. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be cute. Cute, cute. I have one more. I don't think there's enough in that one. I probably will, I can make a little magnet for the refrigerator with these little ones and use the rest of this so it doesn't get wasted. Use olive oil, that's meant, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean like the bacon grease upsets my stomach. And I love bacon, I don't like sausage for breakfast. But using the, oh, you're not making bacon. Using olive oil for the eggs, though, that would be a good idea. Turkey bacon, yeah, that sounds, that would be good too. I used to eat that a long time ago, but I found that I just like the taste of the regular bacon, but now that I can't eat the regular bacon, I bet turkey bacon would be good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and trying to figure out I'm going to get these glued together, and something that I didn't think about is one's upside down. I think, oh, this one. Well, I think those two are right. Okay, I think they're right now. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Let me hold them up just to be sure. Does that look okay now? I'm gonna put a stick on the back of these two to hold them together. Thank you. And I need to figure out what I'm going to use for stems on these too. Adorable. That's so cute, but I need to put some stain on it. My vintage photo. There's the big vintage photo. I like using the walnut color, but I don't know where it is right now. Huh. So I guess we're just going to use the vintage photo because I don't know where the other one is. Thank you, Miss Jackie. I'm just going around the edges. I'll probably put some of this in the center too. Yeah, that looks cute. Just do it right around the edges and then the seams, like where the seams would be in the center. That looks really cute. Now to I think I know what I'll do is I'm gonna make the stem out of cardboard and then I'll wrap twine around it. Does that look like a good size, or is that too big? And I'm going to make it look wonky too, so it's not real straight. Did everybody else that came on later after I asked, did everybody have a good weekend? I do. I do have those. But I'm going to be making one other pumpkin too, so I can use that biscuit. I can use the biscuit on the other, since I've already started on this one. I'll use the biscuit on the smaller one. That's a good idea. Thank you. I appreciate you all helping me. Oh, thank you. That's fine. Ask all the questions you want. Yes, Miss Kathy, I had a relaxing weekend. My plan was to get my spare bedroom cleaned out so I could get it ready to be painted and new carpet put in. But I don't know if you were here last week or not, but I had got a new CPAP machine, and ever since I've been using it, I've been just so exhausted that I didn't really feel like doing anything this weekend. So I'm gonna try to come home from work tomorrow and start cleaning it out And hi, Miss Victoria. Thank you for hopping in. I appreciate you. So hopefully by the end of this next weekend, I'll have that bedroom done. I'm not making any promises, but I hope it's done. We're going to break our necks walking through our hallway because that's where we have the carpet that's going in there. I don't know. It's a brand new machine and I don't know why it's making me more tired. I'm going to have to send a message to my doctor tomorrow and let him know what's going on. Hi, Miss Beth. Thank you for hopping in. I appreciate everyone that's here. If you're new, if this is your first time, let me know, please. And then we scatter the buttons here. If you like to do that, then I appreciate that too. I'm almost done with this oh, what do you call this, stem for the pumpkin. And then it just popped in my mind that, of course I don't know where it is, but I have some green raffia type ribbon stuff that I can use for leaves. And then I'm just gonna, good evening, Miss Beth. Get this glued down here. So there's my stem for this pumpkin. Let me get my glue stick in here. Does it look cute being leaned over like that? I'm just going to glue this right on here. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see here. I have some moss and I have some greenery. I have this greenery, which is really cute. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was only $3.99, but I've had it for a couple of weeks now, I think. I can use some of it. Let me get the, before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to, this pumpkin's done, except for the greenery on it, but we're going to do one more pumpkin, and I think what I'm going to do, for some reason tonight, I just am all about the texture, so I'm going to, and these have little holes in them anyway, because they're supposed to be like I think you're supposed to turn them into like little ornaments or something. So I am going to wet this cardboard and you know, the texture underneath it. That's what I'm going to do with this pumpkin. Let me grab a biscuit. I grabbed a couple because this one might be way too long, so we might go ahead and just use this one. But I'm going to use this biscuit for the stem. And you can get those anywhere. You can get them off of Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, Amazon. For some reason, I think Dollar Tree may at one time have carried them, but I don't think they do anymore. But I'm going to get this wet so we can pull this top layer off. If you've never seen this done before, it's a fun little texture that you can use to craft with underneath, in between this the two pieces of paper here. And of course thank you, Miss Victoria. This was a really nice box that I had from my bed frame that we just put up about a month ago. So it's just been sitting around my craft space waiting for me to do something with it. See that beautiful texture? Isn't that pretty? Okay. I'm probably going to just trace around the back side that way. That way I don't mess up the front part of it. Oh, thank you. I just have, it's really just a hot mess. I have a little clip in it, in the side of it, holding it back a little bit. I don't really do much with my hair. When I was a teenager though, I couldn't leave the house without my hair being done, but since I'm older, I just don't make time to do anything with it. This was the first one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these on here. And then I'll probably paint it after I get it After I get it together, I'll paint it. Yeah. And the money you save from having to not having to buy hairspray and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, if I'm being honest though, I still have stuff in my house, in my vanity that I have for my hair and stuff, but I don't ever use it. Okay. And covering these, I don't have to worry about where I'm placing the little holes at either. This was an afterthought really, because I was going to put the 2 holes. The only one that was going to show was one of them, because the other 2 I could hide in the back. But I just thought about doing this, and this is just another texture to make it look cute. I'm holding this where I can't even see the line really. So after I get this one done, then we can get everything put together and call it a day. And I think I'm going to use that paint that I mixed the other day, because I really like that color pumpkin too. There, I think that looks cute like that. I'm going to go ahead and paint them before I glue them together, because I'm going to leave the sides the wood look, so I'm just going to be painting the tops of them. And this is that the Waverly pumpkin. Don't tell me this is already, it looks like it's already drying out, but I'm going to add some water. And then we're just going to give this some paint. And this is it's the Pumpkin Waverly. And then I mixed I'm pretty sure I put this honey brown in it. And it just darkens it up a little bit. But it makes a real pretty orange. Real pretty. Miss Beth, I started my page. It'll be 2 years in March on the 20th that I've had this page. But if you go to my if you went on my, if you're a member of the VIP page, which is just Beck's Craft and Spot VIP, I actually started, I didn't know what I was doing when I first started, so I just started in a, I didn't really start it, I started it in a group page, instead of like this page is open to everybody. And so there is, I actually started my first page, which is now the VIP page, about I think 3 or 4 years ago. And then I just had, there was something happened in the family, and it messed with me mentally. So it took me 2 years to come back and start this page. So it's been 2 years. In this next March will be 2 years that I've had this page. So if I would have kept the original page, I probably would have been on my like 4th year or something like that. Miss Sally, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. That's okay. I'm just glad you came back. Okay, so I've got this one done. Now I'm glad that I finally got into doing the fall stuff. Hi, Miss Sherry. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. Hi, Miss Stephanie. I don't feel like I really did a whole lot of summer, but doing fall and Halloween is my favorite, and then of course Christmas. How is everyone? Did everyone have a good Christmas? What am I thinking? Somebody want to smack my mouth? Because I know I sure do. Did everybody have a good Labor Day weekend? Okay. And here's this one. This is going to be too cute. And it's easy, so you can... Everybody's got cardboard boxes laying around, I think. I did. I had a nice relaxing weekend. I really didn't do a whole lot of it. Anything that I wanted to do anyway, I didn't get done. But I'm going to start working on that room tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be done by the end of this next weekend. And I'm hoping, I need to think of something I can do Thursday, but I know next Monday I'm going to be doing a little ghost craft for you guys. Just another weekend, yeah. That's pretty much what it was for me, because I didn't feel like doing anything. I know tomorrow I'm going to message my doctor about my machine and tell him something's going on, because I haven't been feeling like I'm getting very good sleep. Like, my old machine didn't ever tell me how many occurrences I had during the night, but this one, apparently I stopped breathing at least 1 to 2 times an hour. And I think Saturday it was up to like 3 to 4 times an hour. So that's just crazy to me. I think I'd rather go back to my old machine, because I could have lived without knowing all that. No, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so I have all 3 of these painted now. And so let me dry them, which it shouldn't take too long to dry. Oh, thank you, Miss Cassie. I have had sleep apnea for years. So that's why I started using the machine. But my family doctor told me that if I lost enough weight that I wouldn't need my machine anymore. And this was years ago, because like I said, I've been on a machine for I don't know how long. Ever since I've had kids, I've struggled with my weight. And then I don't know if I guess it was the year before last, maybe. My daughter-in-law told me about Mounjaro, which is supposed to be for diabetics, I know, but I was able to get it for $25 a month. And my doctor prescribed it to me to help me lose my weight. And I lost 80 pounds on Mounjaro. And then the insurance quit letting me get it because I wasn't a diabetic, which I understand. And the big shortage that came with all that and all that, it's been hard to get. I understand. So, but what I don't understand is they claim that this new medicine, Zepbound, is supposed to be identical to the medication in Mounjaro. And I've been on Zepbound for a while, and really, that's interesting. He must have something else going on then. But yeah, I understand that. Well, that's you're exactly right, Kelly, because Miss Kelly, because my sleep doctor told me that now, because I have narcolepsy, I'll always have to be on a CPAP machine. So no, it doesn't always have to do with weight, I suppose. But I was hoping if I did lose my weight, I wouldn't have to use the machine anymore. But yeah, apparently I'll have to use it the rest of my life. because of the narcolepsy. I'm just gonna give these a little, well, what is going on? Don't quit on me now. Inspire, yeah, I've heard of that, but I haven't researched it. Hello, everyone. Is there some new faces on here? I think it's as high as I've ever seen it. Say hi, let me know where you're watching from so I know where you are. My computer fell asleep again. I'm just getting you back up here. I can see the number on my phone, but I can't read the comments, so I use my computer for that. Oh. Well, hello from Virginia, Miss Kathy. I'm glad you was able to visit with your daughter, Miss Darlene. That's great. Los Angeles. That's a fun place to live. Maybe. I don't know. I've never lived there. Let's see here. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you. That looks cute. I probably should put a backer on these too. Just for extra security. I think I'm just going to use a small, I use these to stir paint, but they're just the small popsicle sticks from Hobby Lobby. That's super cute. Is this? I think, I know it probably looks funny right now, but I'm going to put greenery and stuff around the top of this, so it's going to hide some of this. So I'm not going to, I thought maybe I'd have to cut it down, but I'm not going to. Isn't that cute? Okay. bring all of them over here. If you missed it, here's the biggest pumpkin. Isn't that pretty? And then here's a medium-sized one. I think I'm going to kind of do it like this. But I'm going to get a small Jenga block to put underneath this small one to raise it up a little bit. Yeah, I probably will, Miss Debbie. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Margaret. I didn't see that you asked that. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out what color. I am going to I'm gonna paint it this color. It's called Mississippi Mud, and it's just the Americana Deco Art brand. And then I'm gonna put 3, which I don't need all that, but this is not black, but it's called Pavement, and I'm just gonna put a couple drops in one of them to darken it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put some white or cream, probably white, in one of them to lighten it up a little bit. That way I can put some highlights and lowlights in it. Okay. I should have spray painted this and got it wet first, but it'll be okay. And I haven't glued this one on yet, so I have to be careful. Does that look better? And then I'm going to go ahead and put the darker on next. Can you tell? I'll hold it up closer. Does that look good? Just trying to see where all I need to put the glue at. Thank you. Okay, I think one other thing I want to do before I add the embellishments, I'm going to put some stain around the edges of this. I think I'm going to do that to the big one too. I'm just using the Jim Holtz Distress. Is it Jim? I think it's Tim. Tim Holtz Distressed Vintage Photo is what I use to go around the edges. Okay, so now this is the Spanish moss, and I usually get mine at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to tuck it down in the back here on both sides of the stem. I'm going to do it on the small one. And I'm also going to put greenery on here too. This is really cute. All the different textures. That. And then, let me see here. I've got some raffia I can put on. And, I've got other greenery too, and I don't know where it is right now. So this is fall looking. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Cut some of this off here. Trying to see how I can take these apart. I might have to just pull them off instead of using the stems or the wire, I mean. And I probably should have put this on before I put the moss in there. Thank you. There's that. I don't know how I'm feeling about that though. How about that? I trimmed it off a little bit. I wish I knew where that other greenery was. Hold on a second. I probably have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way to find it. I'm not seeing it. I'm sorry. I was hoping I'd be able to move a couple things and it would be there, but I guess I can use some of this. I still have a bunch of spring and summer flowers in this basket behind me. I need to swap them out. Swap them out with my fall stuff. And this is probably going to be too long. Let me trim these down. Trim it down, trim it down. That's cute. Okay. I'm just going to make a little rag bow for this. Thank you, Miss Gayla. Just getting a few different homespun fabrics. Well, a couple anyway. I'm not sure if this other one is homespun or not. But the brown and this green I got off of Etsy. Jubilee Fabrics is one of the ones that I really like getting my fabric from. I'm just going to try to get these the same length. It might not be the same width, but and if you cut and it doesn't pull straight, then that means it's not cut into far enough. So you need to just make your little snip a little bit longer, and then it should let you pull all the way down. I haven't even used, I think I got this fabric last year. I haven't even used it yet. I thought it would be cute to use it for this. Have to cut this side off too. Okay. Sorry, I've gotten a little quiet. I think I'm starting to get tired. It's almost 10 o'clock. Okay. And then we'll put some raffia on it too. So, you just make sure if you use one, you don't have to use one of these. This is a Bodabra. You don't have to use one, but if you do, just make sure you put your twine in there, because that's how you'll be tying your bow together. And I just have orange, brown. I should have put some tan in here, but I didn't think of it. I'm not going to worry about it. You just put them in. You can layer them in like a certain way you want, but if you have one-sided fabric, just make sure it's going the right direction when you lay it in there. And I guess I've used all my oranges up already. Okay. I'm glad everyone likes this craft I'm doing. Just something I threw together. I'm sure it's been done before. there's a orange one that I forgot to put in there. Oh well. It's okay. Just a little rag bow. I'm gonna trim it. A little bit. Okay, my orange wasn't going the right way, so I just flipped it over so it's going the right direction now. And then I'm gonna put some raffia on it as well. Just going to use another piece of raffia to tie this, and then I'm just going to lay it on the top of there. And I also what did I do with them? The flowers that I used the other night, I don't see what I did with them, but I have these little berry things. But the flowers I used the other night were, I had just bought one bush from Michael's, and they were, oh, the one I don't know if you could see it, the little thing I made with the witch on it up there, it has the rust and the blue and the yellow flowers. I was going to put some on here on this with this bow, but I don't know what I did with them, the rest of them. My craft space is so unorganized, it's ridiculous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this bow on here, but I'm not gonna finish the bow tonight because I'm not gonna finish it tonight because I want to put that different greenery up here, and I want to put some of those other flowers up here. So I think that's cute. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I'm gonna glue this raffia bow on top of here. And then, oh, come on. I'm gonna put these little things on here, just right in back of this raffia here. I have this little acorn bell. I think I'm just going to glue it down right there on top. That looks cute. What do you guys think? Isn't that super adorable? I don't know how many orange beads I have is the problem. Green. There's a smaller orange. That's not the same color orange. I should have had these already when before I started. I have a bag of orange beads. I just don't know where they are. So, I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. Thank you, Miss Victoria. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Miss Jackie. So, we're supposed to have an even number of beads for your hanger, so I'm probably going to I'm probably just going to do 6, I guess. Green. I plan on putting those blue flowers in this, so that's why I'm using the blue beads. So when I get this completed, I'll take a picture. Hi, Aunt Alice. When I get the greenery and the flowers in here, I'll take a picture of it and post it so y'all can see it. How are you doing? So I ended up with 8. And you might not even be able to see the beads really once it gets on here. Let me put some more knots in this to keep it from going through. Okay. Take the knots out of the end of this. I'm going to move it up towards the end of the beads. Almost done. Okay, I'm going to grab another popsicle stick so I can use that to hold the beads on. There we go. I don't think I've made a bead hanger for anything in a while. I don't want to hold that. I'm not going to hold it by the hanger yet because it's not dry. And I keep sticking my finger in the glue. So there we go. Here's a piece of cardboard that should have been trash that we made into this beautiful pumpkin. And then we took some ovals and made the middle-sized pumpkin. We took the big pumpkin's made out of cardboard, and then the middle-sized pumpkin is made out of ovals that I got from Amazon, and then the little wood slices either came from Amazon or Hobby Lobby. We used a Dollar Tree placemat to cover the middle, the mid-sized pumpkin, and then the little pumpkin is covered with the inside of the cardboard for the texture. It's all about the texture. And then the big pumpkin, we used the Dollar Tree placemat. Let me see if I can get it out of the trash here, which I just laid it in the on top of the trash to dry. But I used it as a stencil. Let me get all this stuff off of it. I used it as a stencil and painted through the holes to get the detail for the cardboard pumpkin. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. And I still am going to add some flowers and greenery to the top of this. So just stay tuned for the pictures. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you being here, and I will be back on Thursday. Thank you, Miss Kathy. You all have a good night and a good week if you work. Be careful out there. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.